clouds. Also, you can make a pattern. Is yellow, green. Fire. No.
We can look at it. Uh-oh, Arrow.
What?
When we're done, this is our guide. This is how Mommy knows what page to go to. So we're going to go to page 37. And we are going to read Boys and Girls and...
I gotta go and read my books.
Yeah. Okay. What are little boys made of? Made of. What are little boys made of? Snips and snails and puppy dogs' tails. That's what little boys are made of.
What?
What are little girls made of? Made of. What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and
Spicy.
It says on July 4th, cannons boom, rockets fly, pinwheels spin, fireworks fill the sky. Why? Because July the 4th is the 4th of July. It is also known as Independence Day. What do you see happening here?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. And on this day, we all say, Happy Birthday, USA. Say, Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony. He stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Went to town, Yankee Doodle dandy. Good job. Hold on, let me get the directions. Walk through the flowers, find a horse, a pig, a duck, rabbit, and a snail. All right. So whenever you see you see the horse? Okay.
I see every animal. Okay.
Where's the pig?
See, right there.
Hi, this is Lauren. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be doing a full review of the BookShark Pre-K All Subjects curriculum. I was given this curriculum free of charge in exchange for my review. However, all opinions expressed in this video are my own. Okay. So I just want to get started the way that I would want the review to get started if I was watching. And that is, okay, how much is the curriculum? The price point. I know that's what you want to hear first, so I'm going to give it to you first. This curriculum retails for $412.50. However, it is on sale. I just saw today. Today is October 18th, 2021. I just saw today that the curriculum is on sale 20% off. So you can actually get it for $330. So there's that. That's the price point. I want to show you everything that comes with it. I actually brought all the books with me, but they're kind of heavy to lift up. This is everything that comes with the curriculum. Everything for $330 because, like I said, it is on sale. The books that I'm going to show you today actually on camera are the books that we've actually used. We've been using this curriculum pretty much every day for the last 7 weeks, so I definitely have a lot to say about it. So here we go. The first thing that I absolutely love is the BookShark Bible. That's what I'm calling this, the BookShark Bible. This is the instructor's guide. Super, super helpful. I love this guide right here. You can see that I've been using it, you know, let it guide me. So I think I showed this in my unboxing video. If you haven't watched that, watch the unboxing after this. But this is the week that we're on currently. You can see how everything is broken down by day. Here it tells you what book to grab, the pages that you're gonna need, and any optional activities or songs, which the last 2 weeks, let me see, we've done the last 3 weeks there's been songs. So weeks 4 through 7, they've added a song. The first one was I've Been Working on the Railroad. And the second one was I'm a Little Teapot. This week is Yankee Doodle. Yes, Yankee Doodle, which I've learned. I actually do not know the words for Yankee Doodle. So I had to look up the lyrics because I was not right. I was not right at all. So yeah, I love the fact that it is broken down like this. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, the curriculum that we used last year was not broken down at all like this. So it was a lot of doing things myself, which is fine, but it's just really helpful to just have this guide. You just know, okay, I just need this book, and these are the pages that we're going to talk about, and just go from there. I found that that was super helpful, and it was not overwhelming at all. You might think like, oh my gosh, you know, it's just going to be a planner full of stuff that we have to do every single day. But I mean, you can look here, like for page one, or not page one, day one, for instance. I mean, look at the page. So you look at your, I'm trying to read backwards, the atlas, one page here, and you got just a few pages there, and you don't have to worry about reading these two books today. You read these two, don't worry about this, girl. But you know, so it's broken down really nice. And do you notice that it stops at day 4? 4-day school week. 4-day school week. I'm all about the 4-day school week. So yeah, I really like how everything is organized. That's great. That's a huge plus. Love it, love it, love it. And not only that, when you turn the page, it also gives you like talking points, which is really cool. So you'll read a book and it'll say, okay, you know, this is what you should be talking about with your child, you know, question and answer kind of thing, which is great, especially if you find yourself confused. It's your little guide right here. So yeah, it's really cool. And it also mentions like there's optional activities. So if you look ahead at the guide, you can really be prepared and figure out, you know, materials that you might need for any optional activities and things like that. So yeah, the guide. I love the guide. The other thing that I really like before I get to the actual books is just how short the day was. My homeschool kids their birthdays are really close. I'm gonna age them up a little bit. My homeschooled kids are 3 and 5. So the attention span, you already know. So it's really great that our homeschool days are nice, short, and compact, because it is not about quantity, it is about quality when it comes to homeschool. So we could get through our lessons in, you know, 45 minutes to an hour, and then move on to the next activity or what have you. So I really like how short and concise the lessons are. And again, the 4-day school week is awesome. Okay, so let's get into the books that we've been using over the last 7 weeks, which these are them. These are the books, okay? We will go through some of our favorites. There are about 3 storybooks that we've been working with consistently over the last 7 weeks, which is this one, You Read to Me, I'll Read to You, Stories from Around the World, and The Lion Storyteller bedtime book. For the most part, I really love these books. August too. He would actually request that I read him stories from these books, like when he was taking a bath and all that. A lot of them are funny and just inspire imagination and are well written and all of that. However, the one thing, it's not even really negative, and it's really just, maybe it's just my children, I don't know. With my kids, when the stories would get a little bit long, for example, I don't remember the exact story, but one of the stories that we were supposed to read on one of the days was like 12 pages. We tried. We're chugging along, I'm reading, doing all that. At about page 6, Axel was gone. She was gone doing the toddler thing. But August was like, okay, he was really struggling with that. Especially being the fact that, they aren't really picture books. It's more so, there are some pictures, as you can see, but they don't rely heavy on the pictures, right? So for the most part, he did fine with that. But with some of the stories that were a little bit longer, I think it was just a little bit much to ask. This curriculum is designed for 4 to 5-year-olds. So I don't know, maybe my kids are the exception and not the rule. But yeah, those stories we had to cut short. and I would just provide a summary of what happened for them, you know, at the end of the story. But yeah, that was just the one little thing. But aside from that, like I said, I loved the stories. They were very entertaining. Oh, this was the other thing. Okay, so Mother Goose, Mother Goose, Mother Goose. If you buy this curriculum, please believe me, you're gonna read some Mother Goose. You're gonna read some Mother Goose pretty much daily, which was fine for the most part. But the only thing is that I wish that in the guide there was maybe a little bit more of an explanation on what to do with the poems after they were read to my kids. Again, this is not a negative, and it's probably just me, but the way they're written, you know, it's traditional writing. Like, for example, let me read one that we read. Okay, so like this one. This one is called March Winds, and you can see what that says here. So on one day it might tell you, okay, open up to page 27, which is this, and read March Winds. Okay, so I read March Winds. March winds and April showers bring forth Mayflowers. So I would read a poem, you know, as it was in the guide, and it would be like, we would all just be kind of looking at each other like, all right. So that was interesting. So I'm not sure if Mother Goose was just included just because it is a classic. It is a classic. They should know what Mother Goose is. I don't know if that's why it was included, but I just wish there was just a little bit more something, maybe talking points to have with your kids after you read Mother Goose, because for the most part, we kind of just stare and then move on to the next thing, because I don't know what to tell them about some of these. So yeah, I mean, classic. It's a classic. It is. It's classic. But Mother Goose. The other books that we read, like this one, the Berenstain Bears, Big Book of Science and Nature. This one is actually really interesting, the way that it is put together, because it's put together like a storybook, but it really is like, I mean, it tells you about the seasons and all of that. You can see this one is about summer. It says the next 3 months of the year: summer, July, August, September. How will you know it's summer? There's no more school. Unless you're homeschooled, and you probably still have some version of school going, no matter what time of year it is. So yeah, we like this book. This book was really great. We haven't read it a whole lot. It hasn't been called for to read a lot. Yet in the first 7 weeks. I think we might have opened this book maybe 4 times so far. So yeah, but there's a lot of books to get through, which is also a good thing, because it definitely gives you variety. You're not opening, you know, all of the same books every single day. There are some constants, like I said. The constant books in these first 7 weeks have been the Atlas, which we actually just finished up Monday. We finished the last page of the Atlas, Mother Goose, and a storybook. So those are like the 3 constants, and then aside from that, things kind of they kind of change. So that's nice to get that variety in there. Like with this book, Animals. This one is a little bit similar to Mother Goose in that it is a bunch of poems, a collection of poems, but these poems are a little bit easier to understand. They're written, they're definitely contemporary for sure. And the illustrations, I mean, Eric Carle's just, you already know. So the kids like looking at the illustrations, and we talk about the different animals and all of that. Sometimes they'll just pick up this book and just say, oh, can you find a poem about an eagle, or find a poem about, like this, a kangaroo. And chances are there is something written about the animal here, and I'll just read the poem. They like looking at the pictures. So that's been a great one. This is like the Berenstain Bears book, in that I think we've used this book maybe like 4 or 5 times. So yeah, the variety is cool. One book that I am very excited about that we actually just started this week, the curriculum just called for us to open it up this week, is this book. And my camera's about to die again. This one is called People. And the kids were very, very interested in this book. We were only supposed to read like 3 pages. We ended up reading like 10 pages of this book. This is just one of the pages talking about how people come in different sizes, eye colors, skin tones, and all of that. They were extremely interested. I was too. This is a very interesting book. And like I mentioned before, I mean, these aren't books where it's only for preschool, only for kindergarten. These are books that you'll have for years and years to come. So the value is definitely there. There are these workbooks, and there's 4 workbooks. We've worked with number 1 here. We're almost done. We're probably about 70% of the way done with this workbook. And there are workbook pages assigned every day, and usually it's 1 page, 2 pages max. So, you know, don't think it's going to be a lot of book work for your kids, because it's really not. One thing I like about the workbook is it is so unique and so just unlike any workbook that I've seen. You know, we've gotten workbooks from places, you know, like Target, Lakeshore Learning, places like that. And I have not seen anything come quite as close as this. I like how it tells you the skills that will be worked on at the back. So you know kind of what to look out for, and you know if there is an activity where you're like, I wonder where they're going with this. You kind of look at the back and it's like, oh, okay, it's probably, you know, it has to do with this. For example, today's worksheet that we did focused on memory. And I'll show you the page that we did. It was this page right here. And it kind of, you're probably looking at it like, what is going on here? But August was simply following directions. For example, this first box here, I told him to color the umbrella red and the light bulb yellow, and he was supposed to remember the instruction and perform it, which he did. So that's what this page is all about. So, and it talks about here how you focus on memory. There's also rhyming and things like that. I'll show you one of the rhyming pages that we have done, like this one. So in this page, we were focusing on words that rhyme with boat. So you focus on memory, rhyming. There's some handwriting work, building gross motor skills, all of that good stuff. I'll show you one of those pages that we've done, like this. I like the workbook. Again, this is workbook 1 that we've been using. There are 3 others after this, and I'm really excited to see what is in the other 3 books as we continue to use this curriculum and grow and just all of that good stuff. All right, so what is my opinion overall of the BookShark Pre-K All Subjects curriculum now that I've gone over everything that we've gone over the last 7 weeks? Well, overall, I really like this curriculum still. Even though, you know, there were a couple things where I was like, oh, you know, I wish this could be different. I wish that could be different. Even with that, which are, of course, are small things, I still really, really love this curriculum. We are thoroughly enjoying this curriculum, and we plan to finish out our year using this curriculum. We are on week 7. The curriculum goes all the way through, let me see, week 36. There's 36 weeks in this curriculum, and we are planning to continue to use the BookShark Pre-K All Subjects curriculum because it is that good to me. I love the fact that these are books that we can use for years to come. I love the organization of the teacher's guide. I love that it's a 4-day school week. I love the shortness of the lessons, the fact that we can do our lesson in 45 minutes to an hour and move on. The kids can go outside and play. We go take our field trips, you know, whatever it is. We don't spend our entire day doing schoolwork, doing book work. We don't do that. And I really love that part of the BookShark All Subjects curriculum. I believe that it is a great value for what you're paying for. Is it the cheapest curriculum out there? No. Is it the most expensive curriculum out there? No. No. I think that it is priced appropriately for all of the things that you get. I mean, I didn't even show you the math manipulatives that come with the curriculum. There are things that I didn't, you know, show you just because we haven't gone over them just yet in the 7 weeks that we've been using the curriculum. There's so much that comes with it. It is just, it's excellent. I love it. I had a feeling I would love it when I did the unboxing, but I didn't want to say yet because, of course, I hadn't used it yet. But now that we've been using this curriculum for, you know, 7 weeks, over a month and a half. I can honestly say that I really like this curriculum. I recommend it. If you're looking for a curriculum for your 4 or 5-year-old, I would definitely suggest giving the BookShark Pre-K All Subjects curriculum a look. Give it a go, because I think that you will not be disappointed. I think you will be pleased. And that's how I honestly feel. I'm excited to continue to learn myself through the curriculum. I'm excited to watch my kids continue to learn with the curriculum. And yeah, so that is my full review of the BookShark Pre-K All Subjects curriculum. I really hope that you've enjoyed this review. If you could, please do me a favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content. I have a lot more reviews coming your way very, very soon, so look out for that. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.